Alright, so another problem dealing with fractions. Again, I guarantee if I gave most everybody this problem and it didn't have the fractions, if it was just -9, if it was just 3b and 1 plus 2, we'd probably all be able to get it. Something about those fractions just sort of intimidates people, and we got to get over that. And I'm not here to convince you to love fractions. I'm just here to get you to at least know how to handle them. Now, first things first, like any other problem, I'm going to try to combine like terms and simplify if I can. So nothing to do on the left hand side. So I just rewrite -9/4. I didn't do anything with it. Similarly with the 3/2b. 3/2b just comes on down. I didn't do anything with it. But I look and I see, well, I can do 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2, oh, you know what? That is just 3. Okay, so I simplified it as far as I can. I can't simplify over here. I can no longer simplify anymore over here. So now I'm going to try to get rid of the fractions. And again, I look at the bottom of the fractions. I'm just making room so everything fits. So I look at the bottom of the fraction. I have a 4 on the bottom here, and I have a 2 on the bottom here. I have to think about it for a little bit. What's the smallest number that both these 2 on the bottom go into? What's the smallest number that 4 and 2 both go into? And if you think about it for a little bit, and you'll see, oh, it's 4. Both of those numbers go into 4. So now there's different ways to think about this. Basically what happens when I multiply 4 by this fraction right here, all that happens is this 4 is going to cancel with this 4 on the bottom. If you want to do the multiplication, you can. So I can do 4 times -9, which is -36. And then I can divide that by 4, and I'll get -9. Or again, I can just cancel this 4 with this 4, and I'm still going to get -9. What you can't do, and what some of us were doing in class, we were multiplying this 4 by the top number, and you were also multiplying it by the bottom number. Now that we can't do. So again, I can just get in the habit of canceling. There's a 4 on the top and a 4 on the bottom. I can just cancel those two out. Or again, if you prefer, I can actually multiply 4 times -9. That would be -36. And then divide that by 4, and I'm right back to the -9. So my first one over here is just -9 equals. Because again, this 4 just canceled out with that 4. Now notice this 4, now again, this 4 multiplies everything that's inside the parentheses. So it has to hit the -9/4, it has to hit the 3/2b, and it must also hit the 3. Okay, so now I'm doing 4 times 3/2b. So now notice this 4 doesn't quite cancel that 2 because they're not the same. So if I want, I can go ahead and multiply. I can do 4 times 3, and 4 times 3 is 12. And 12 divided by 2, I still have the 2 on the bottom, is 6. So I now have 6b. Again, I cannot do 4 times 3 and then also do 4 times 2. That I can't do. I can only do the 4 times the top number because the 4 is on the top and the 3 is on the top. So I have 4 times 3, which is 12, and 12 divided by 2, which is just 6, and the b just stays there. And then I must also do the 4 times the 3, which is 12. So we got rid of the fraction, which is good. Now I'm going to solve it like I would any other problem. I'm trying to get this letter, the b, all by itself. Right now I have the 6, which is touching the b. That means multiplication. And then I have a plus 12. I need to get rid of this plus 12, so I'm going to minus 12. And then I will minus 12. So this plus 12 and this minus 12, they cancel each other out. Over here I have -9 minus 12, so it's -21 equals, and now over there all I have is 6b. Almost what I want. Still need this b all by itself. Again, this 6 is touching the b. When a number is touching a letter, that means multiplication. So that means to undo that, to get that number off, I need to do the opposite, which is to divide. So divide and divide. Those cancel. And I get b over here all by itself. Now, if you know how to reduce fractions already, go ahead and reduce this fraction. This is -21/6. If you don't, that's where I would use my calculator. I would, let's see if it shows up. It shows up okay, kind of dark. Yeah, it's not going to work so well. I was hoping it would show better. But I would do -21 divided by 6 in my calculator, I would then do math enter, and it would give me -7 over 2.